Mini 1275 GT. How you doing?
Great.
No, what's up? And still they come. Another beautiful Amazon. This one a 67 plate. There's the bonny little moggy. Let's have a look at the little Minor 1000 over here. And the big Triumph's going. There's the Mark 1 Fiesta's getting ready to go. Well, morning folks, welcome to the Old Classic Car channel, and today we are at a slightly damp Oulton Park here in Cheshire, home to motor racing since the early 1950s. Today there is a track day going on over yonder. There are quite a few perky looking cars over there, but today our focus is over here on the rally track because the Tour of Cheshire for historic rally cars is passing through the area this morning, I hear, through the grapevine. So it should be an interesting morning, especially if it stays damp like this. My youthful assistant is there. Hello. He's here filming for his channel too. So between us, hopefully we'll get some interesting action footage of the classic rally cars as they head around the circuit just over there. I don't think they'll need the tractor sprinkling the circuit today. I think it's going to stay moist all on its own. Anyway, let's go wander over there and decide where we're going to film from.
Because you can tell when you get big spots.
Yeah, there are
Sort of spreads out. I was like, oh, sleep in the M6 very well.
What's the highest number? What's the highest number?
11.5. 4 tomorrow is not too bad. There is still a mini and quad on
It's got quieter ball, Ben and I have been looking to the entry road, we both saw a mini and a frog on.
right.
And they haven't come through yet.
Yeah, there is stuff coming in.
And I said, could we call it? I think it's serious. Put it in.
Yeah.
Don't call up about this thing.
Is that for your
I
I think it's snowing now. Just come inside now to try and thaw out, because this rain, sleety rain, is it's getting a little bit unpleasant out there. So I think most of the cars have probably done their first pass through, so we'll hide in here for a little while and hopefully it leaves off before the cars hopefully make a return trip. Not quite sure what the itinerary is today. If the weather improves, we'll get back outside and film a little bit more, and if it doesn't improve, well, this may be the end of the video, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, the weather is really set in at the moment and it's pretty gloomy. This reminds me of being at Ragley Hall. Remember that when it was raining, we had to come and hide in here. So there is a precedent with our videos of the rain tending to follow us around at some events, but it is that time of year, so I guess we can't really help it. I think most of the cars have done their first 2 runs through, and I'm not quite sure whether they'll go again, but in the reverse direction perhaps, so we'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully the rain will ease off a little bit later this morning. Anyway, I think we'll have another brew. All the drivers are congregating now for a well-earned cup of coffee before heading back out onto the circuit here at Oulton Park. And as it's not raining quite as hard as it was before, let's go and have a quick look around the parking area and just have a closer look at some of the cars that are competing here today at Oulton Park. And here we've got a Mark 1 Mazda Unos, the imported version of the MX-5, just like ours. There's the little imp, Austin Cooper S, sounding very, very nice on its straight cut gearbox, nice gearbox whine, beautiful Mark 1 Cooper S. What a little Bobby Dazzler that is. Very, very grubby as well. Look at this. Wow. It's great to be able to get up close to all these fantastic rally cars here on the Tour of Cheshire.
I don't have a problem with that, so long as it's the right size. But
There's a Porsche 924.
that's all I can say.
That glorious 356 coupe that we saw driving around before. What a belter that is. Got an MGB GT. There you go, Tour of Cheshire 2024. Mark 1 RS 2000. Very high ride height, as so many of these rally prepared cars have, of course. There's the Rover 400. Ford Fiesta Mark 1, the old Bobcat as it was called back in the days when it was being developed in the early to mid 1970s. Another MX-5, quite a low riding MX-5 Mark 1, or again, technically it's actually a Unos. This is an import from Japan, where they were badged up as the Mazda Unos rather than the MX-5. And in America it was the Miata or Miata. Peugeot 205 GTI, and there's that Mark 1 MR2 that we saw going very well earlier on. That's a great little car, mid-engined Mark 1 version of the Toyota MR2. It sounds really healthy, that does. Yeah, that sounds really nice. There's that beautiful Pagoda Mercedes SL. I'm guessing, what, 280? 6-cylinder car. Very, very nice indeed. Minus wheel trims. I guess those have been removed, because if you didn't remove them before the rally, they'll probably remove themselves during the rally. Automatic. Well, at least it's badged as an automatic. I wonder if it is an automatic. Either way, really nice car. It's great to see such a variety of prepared historic rally cars in events like this. Mark II Golf GTI has just arrived. Got an MGB Roadster here, complete with hardtop. Is that a factory hardtop? I think it probably is. There's the little Talbot Samba we saw going around just a few moments ago. I was being driven with great vim and vigour. And the lovely. Now what do we got here? Reliant Scimitar SE5 on TR6 steel wheels by the look of it. And this is actually one of the cars that I thought would be an ideal rally car. Decent size engine, 3 litre V6, manual gearbox, rear wheel drive, quite a long wheelbase as well, so it wouldn't be too twitchy, so it'd give you a bit of advance notice if it's going to start spinning round. So yeah, this would probably be on my short list of cars that we've seen here today. There's that great Opel Kadett. This was also being driven with great aplomb. Yeah, what a crack. Good morning. Yeah, some fantastic cars here. Mini 1275 GT on an L registration, early 1970s. Beautifully turned out. That's great to see. There's my youthful assistant. Good morning. How are you doing?
Not great, to be honest.
No? What's up?
Camera's not working anymore.
No? We tried a different battery in it.
Yes, sir.
Has it got a bit damp? MGB GT just pulls into place, a 1966 MGB GT. What a Bobby Dazzler that is. Parking alongside the Cortina GT Mark 1. See if we can get Harley's camera working.
It lives.
Is it behaving? It must be a Duff battery. Right, there's that Triumph Dolomite. Now, it's not badged up as a Sprint, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's got Sprint alloy wheels. Oh, look at that beautiful 123 GT. Same colour as a 122S I had many years ago. A car that I actually owned twice, no less, as you do. But that's a beauty, that is. That's the most developed of the factory offerings of the Volvo Amazons, as they were called in some markets. Really similar to the 122S, but slightly racier camshaft. Has a standard tacho on top of the dashboard and a little pod. And that sounds really great. I've had a few Amazons over the years, and these are really, really good cars. And these would make for a great daily driver. I know Harley talked about daily drivers in one of his recent videos. And MGB would be a pretty good choice as well. Just try not to get knocked down.
Up now.
Yeah?
Because they're going out now.
Are they going back round now, are they?
I said that lad with the imp, I know him.
Do you?
Yeah, I know. He's got another one, a red one, his dad had on a Porsche.
Oh right, where's
He's
the
not doing
escorts
this
off?
well, his dad is, that's nice.
Oh
isn't
right. Yeah, some tasty stuff, isn't it?
Tea that,
Yeah, nice one that, isn't it? Oh, it is. Very, very swish. What else have we got over here? Have a quick look before they start heading off again. The Triumph 2000 Mark 1. Like the Scimitar on TR6 wide wheels, they look fantastic. What a great looking car that is. That would make a great regular user one of those. Big straight six Triumph engine, very similar to that in the Triumph Vitesse and the GT6, of course. Yeah, those were quite popular rally cars back in the 1960s on some of the longer distance events. And of course the dolly next to it. And another classic Triumph just pulls in over there, the brown Triumph TR6. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. And here's the Cortina GT. At least it stopped raining. That's a bit of a relief. It was really coming down before, and we had to give up and go and hide in the car and put the heater on for a little while and just try and dry the cameras out because we didn't want to get them too wet. Over here we've got a Mark II Cortina Lotus. A G-Reg Mini. It's on a later reshell. G-Reg originally would have had the exterior door hinges and the slidey door windows. Mark 1 GTI. Cortina twin cam. So yes, the earlier cars were Lotus Cortinas, and the Mark IIs, because I think they were assembled at Fords themselves, were technically referred to as the Cortina Lotus. But yeah, great rally car choice, and that sounded great when it went round before. Really tasty sounding car, and a bit of plotting on the maps here. A whisper, we don't want to distract. Beautiful Cooper S on the C plates, that'll be 1965. They look great with these slightly wider arches. Peugeot 205 Rally burbles its way in. Real variety of ages here today. It's even got a tow bar, this TR6. Wow, this is well travelled. Look, Look at the steam pouring off the exhaust pipes. London to Lisboa 2022. It's the American spec bumpers on this one. So I wonder if it's an American spec car. It's certainly left-hand drive, so that's quite rare in its own right. The Porsche 356 is fired up, looks like he's ready to go. And here, the 280Z. What a beautiful sounding car. That was straight six. This is the kind of car that was used on events such as over in Africa. Very resilient, strong cars, and plenty of grunt, which is exactly what you want on this kind of activity. And here is an MGC GT. We saw that Downton tuned road car MGC GT just a week or so back at Hopley House, and here we've got a rally prepared car. Beautiful sounding car, and again a bit of plotting of the maps going on in there. Very, very nice indeed. Well, cars pouring in. Look at that A40, there it is, the Mark II A40. Straight cut gears again, followed by Carrera RS. Wow, they're just coming everywhere you look. Mark II Golf. And there's that Hillman Avenger. We'll just go past the gorgeous little Alpha. Have a quick peek in there. There's some of the route details. And there's that Hillman Avenger. The VW Jetta. Silver Unos over there. Where are we? Yes, MGC rally prepared Mark I Escort. What a cracker that is, a Mark I Mexico. But yeah, this sounded stunning, this Datsun. Wonder where they're off to. We'll just work our way over here past the Mark II A40. It's great to see an A40 in action. That beautiful Porsche Carrera. Like that was being given some welly when we saw it going around before. Very, very slippery course. And I'm told this 205 over here is quite a historic car. This is an ex-Richard Burns car. So we're going to have a closer look at that. We're going to have a look at the Peugeot in a moment. The Avenger parks up, hopefully. The 1275 GT has just fired up. Looks like the Scimitar's going as well. Cars are getting ready to go back round again. I think the rally takes place throughout the day, many different locations, not all of them accessible to the public. Let's go and have a look at this. So this is an ex-Richard Burns Peugeot 205 rally car. That's quite a historic car. Apparently it's an ex-Works rally car. Oh yes. So this is Richard Burns' old car, was it?
It was, yeah.
Wow, wow. So what year, when would that have been? Back in what? So what year is this car then?
When he drove for Peugeot.
Right, right.
1991.
Oh wow, so it's going back a bit now, isn't it? Yeah, wow. That's great, that, isn't it? It was his road car, was it? All the gear in there. Wow. A serious bit of rally kit there. Richard Burns, of course, went on to rally for the Subaru team back in the day. Contemporary, of course, of Colin McRae. Sadly, neither of them are with us anymore, but fortunately their cars live on as a reminder of their rallying activities. Right, little Fiesta's going. Right, let's keep going along here. I want to have another look at that A40 actually. There's a gentleman there with a very appropriate headgear. I like that. Right. And here's that fantastic little A40. Yeah, look at that. A40 Farina Club. We're in that as well. It's great to see one of these out and about. I think I commented in one of the previous videos that you hardly ever seem to see A40s around here, so it's great to see this one out and about. I forget which shade of grey this is. It's not Farina grey. It's a slightly darker shade compared to our little old Mark 1 sat at home waiting for some action. The Mini. Yeah, some cracking cars here today. Let me know in the comments. A, which of these cars really floats your boat, and B, if you were going to take part in a historic rally, what would you choose? Would you favour a bit of space over ultimate performance, or would you want a sports car? Maybe you'd want that TR3 that we saw driving around before with no roof on it. That was really plucky. I was very impressed that the drivers of that TR3 opted to run without a hood on it. That was very brave indeed, and a lot braver than I would be, I must admit. But this TR6 looks really funky. It's got the huge American spec safety bumpers on it, which didn't do much for the lines, but it's really interesting to see it here on this particularly mucky day here in Cheshire. But yeah, and that's quite an unusual colour. You don't see many brown ones either, so yeah, it's great to see and hear this one here today. Of course, the 2.5 litre straight 6 engine, slightly larger version of that in the Triumph 2000 we were looking at before, and of course this is fuel injected, the old Lucas fuel injection, which wasn't always that reliable. Look at all the timing gear. There's no one in there, so we can have a quick peek. You can see all the rally kit in there, all the maps. There's the road book giving you an idea of where the coffee stops are. That's the most important thing. Off to Northwich, etc. Yeah. Really cool car. There's that Jetta, the booted version of the Golf, a Jetta GLI, a fuel injected Jetta no less. It sounds like the cars are heading back out onto the course. Yeah, I can just see something driving around there. There's that gorgeous 280Z in Mazda MX-5 yellow almost. It's almost the same shade as our little car. But yeah, this has got way more grunt. I see the blue Volvo Amazon has joined the party now. We saw this one going around the course before. The rain is almost holding off. It's just in the air, so hopefully it won't get any worse. It's on a D plate, 1966. These drive really, really well. Coils sprung all around, and again all the timing gear on the dash, etc. Sporty steering wheel, and louvers in the bonnet. Plenty of louvers. I don't think I've ever seen a louvered bonnet on an Amazon before. It's great to see that here today. Yeah, the gorgeous MGC gets ready to head off for another go around the Oulton Park track. Yeah, there's definitely a few cars. I can just see the Porsche 924 going round. So here we go. Lovely MG straight 6-cylinder engine, the old BMC C-Series engine. Much modified suspension on these cars compared to the MGB, as I've said before. Torsion bars, all that kind of thing. A lot of reworking of the MGB body shell was required to get that big engine in there. And here's the lovely little Morris Minor, a little Morris Minor 1000. We've seen this one in historic rallies for years now. Husband and wife team. Bit of wheel spin there with the Morris. The Volvo's getting ready to go. What a great car that is. Yellow Mexico's just arrived. The white Mexico's preparing to go. The Rover 414 heads off as well. A beautiful 280Z. I'm a bit of a sucker for a nice big straight 6 engine like the MGC we were just looking at. Yeah, what a great looking car that is. That's really, really nice. Left hand drive. And still they come. Another beautiful Amazon, this one a 67 plate. Very, very nice too. Just get it lined up. There goes the 205. Cars everywhere you look. It's a great car, that is. 2-door. Oh, it's a 4-door, isn't it? What am I saying? A very hefty roll cage in that one as well. There's the bonny little moggy. Let's have a look at the little Minor 1000 over here. This is a very well used car. Look at all this. Well, I imagine these actually go really, really well. The A-Series engine is very tunable. Rear wheel drive. Great steering, rack and pinion steering in these, just like the Wolseley 1500, which was based on very similar underpinnings. Actually, these would actually be a really good steer in a rally. Not oodles of grunt, but it would actually drive really nicely and handle very well actually. It'd be interesting to compare it with the A40, which doesn't have rack and pinion steering. The A40 still has the old style steering box. Both A-Series powered, inline A-Series powered, but probably a very different car to drive. A beautiful Amazon. Do love those. Nice. What else will turn up? I think we'll get some photographs while we're here. And the big Triumph's going. Ooh, I have to have a quick listen to that exhaust, that great 6 cylinders. Yeah. And there's the sister Triumph Dolomite. Just waiting for the co-driver, I think. There's the Mark 1 Fiesta's getting ready to go. The old XR2 pepper pot wheels on it. The Mini goes, 1965. Wow. So I think my youthful assistant has disappeared, so I'm assuming he's headed back over towards the track, so I think we will do the same, and these cars will start disappearing fairly soon anyway. Co-driver acquired. Escort's running, ready to go. The Mark 1 GTI is also heading off in hot pursuit of the Triumph Dolomite, again waiting for its co-driver. It's a lovely Triumph TR4. I actually spotted this when we went shopping just a day or so ago. Popped into the shops yesterday, and this was parked up in the supermarket car park, so I did have a bit of a crawl over it then. It's on a VC registration, that's a Coventry registration. Many of the works Triumph TRs had VC registrations. That's a lovely looking car, that is. So that's a 4-cylinder car. Later cars, the TR4A had the independent rear suspension. It's got the Surrey roof on it. All very cosy in there. Right, let's go over there and see what we can see now that it appears to have stopped raining. Lovely Mini MGB GT. Oh, here's that little TR3, or TR3A rather, roof down. Wowzers, that's fantastic. Well, regulars to the Old Classic Car channel will recognise this great little Spitfire complete with Ashley hardtop. We saw this one driving around a little bit earlier, so it was great to see it being driven in anger on this particularly mucky day. And I think we will probably call it a day ourselves. We've seen some fantastic cars going around here today. It's been a real blast. I could have done without getting quite as soaked early on, but never mind, that's the joys of rallying for you. They always seem to take place at the particularly mucky times of year. Well, yeah, what a great little car this is. Happy memories of running early Spitfires many years ago, back in the late 80s and early 1990s. So thank you very much for watching this particular video. I'll include a link to some other similar videos at the end of this one. Please have a look around the channel, like, subscribe, all that kind of thing. There'll be many more videos along very soon. So bye for now. Well, it looks like we just about made it back in time. We just had a huge hailstorm. At least we didn't encounter that over at Oulton Park. Plenty of rain, but no hail over there. And it certainly made up for it here. It was really coming down just a few minutes ago. I was hoping to give this one a wash this afternoon because I'm hoping to take it out in the morning, but if it stays like this, we might have to pass on that particular idea. But yeah, I'm glad we were not stood outside when this little lot decided to come down, because that would have been even worse than the rain.